Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. My name is Matthew Fontaine, and I hope you are having or had a great morning today. Very exciting episode today. We got a bunch of topics to go through, kind of go through them a little fast this week. But yeah, first of all, new look. Welcome to season 2 of the Morning Tapes podcast. Nothing has changed, and there wasn't even a break between seasons. We're just going right into it. The reason it's season 2 is because I feel like the change is significant enough to be make it season 2. We got new home on YouTube. Episodes are no longer on Font Films; they're on the Morning Tapes podcast channel. YouTube channel completely new. I thought that Font Films was kind of being crowded, and just, wasn't really the place for the Morning Tapes, to be honest. But I still enjoy making the episodes, so we're gonna keep making them because they're fun, and I like making them. I don't really care if you don't. I do. That's a lie. I do, but it's just the fact that I think these are going to be important down the line to show progress. What I mean by that is we already seen my entire workflow through Gone Awry. I started the podcast before I started filming, and I think it was episode 10, Gone Awry released. For those of you who don't know, I'm a very beginner level of film creator. I made one film, and it was okay, to say the best. It had its issues, not the best at all. I rewatched it the other day with my roommates, and yeah, I definitely could have done better. But I'm not gonna keep on ridiculing and shaming my film. I made something, and obviously I had its issues. But from this point on, I'm just gonna think of how I can improve on my filmmaking capabilities and see where can I go beyond this. That was a very goofy way to say that. I'm gonna step it up. I'm stepping up a notch. We're gonna be making better films from this point on. Bigger team, a team. There was a very small team. There wasn't no team for Gone Awry. There's a very small team of 5 people with Gone Awry. With me as director, writer, editor, producer. Yeah. So I definitely feel like if we have more people behind the camera, it'll work much better, much better. And yeah, we'll have better films in the future. So I do want to talk about that more. I will go into that further. But before that, let's dive into the weekly news. This week of the weekly news, we do have a few sad topics to discuss, but I think it's necessary. First of all, actor Robert Duvall has sadly passed away at the age of 95. He passed just yesterday, as of I'm recording this, February 15th, 2026. He was known for his roles in the Godfather films, as well as Apocalypse Now. Yeah, I was not expecting to see that he passed earlier this morning, and yeah, I'm very surprised by that. Another actress that passed away a few weeks ago that I don't think I mentioned on the podcast was the loss of Catherine O'Hara. She was obviously known from her roles in Home Alone. Her latest project was The Studio. I talked about that multiple times on this podcast. It's terrible to know that these icons in the film industry have passed. So I just wanted to cover that. I apologize for not bringing that up last week or 2 weeks ago when I should have. But yeah, figured I'd bring it up now because I didn't back then. Switching topics, talking about film-wise, we have Sony Pictures animated GOAT film is out now. And it's receiving some positive reviews with an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. This looks like an interesting film. I'm gonna go see it. It's more targeted towards families and a younger audience, but still, this animation team has worked on the Spider-Verse movies, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and soon Beyond the Spider-Verse, as well as K-pop Demon Hunters. So, yeah. nevertheless, they have made incredible films. They have all performed very well. And I'm sure this one's going to perform even, I'm pretty sure I read a statistic that it made about 80% of its income. Like it took them, I don't know how much. This is just a ball range because I didn't look up the statistics, should have. But let's say they made this film took 200 million to make. So that means I should have made easier numbers. I'll just do easier numbers. Let's say the film took 100 million to make. They already made 80 million from profit from the box office. That's what that means if you don't know. Hopefully that's simple enough for people to understand. But yeah, so GOAT is performing well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's weekly news. Just want to cover the big topics. Now, to end this week's podcast off, we're going to be talking about various Font Films topics and news for this week. It's a pretty big week. I'm not going to lie, pretty exciting week. If you're an avid Font Films watcher. So let's dive into it. I'm going to mention it for the last time. Separating the Morning Tapes episodes. They will no longer be on Font Films. Those episodes are going to be strictly on the Morning Tapes podcast channel. No longer on Font Films because it's not chaotic. It's just the fact that it's the Morning Tapes gone awry. The Morning Tapes. My Disney vlog that I made. The Morning Tape, you get the point. Too many episodes, not enough Font Films content. I wanted to have it to be Font Films projects that you can watch and podcast episodes, because while this is still content, is it the same? No, exactly. So separate the two. Boom. Perfect. Hopefully I don't sound like a tweak when I describe that. I probably do, but it's okay. Moving on to the next point. This one, I don't know what the fuck that was. Very exciting point for Font Films. Here we go. The Font Films website is now here. Did not do any announcement. Did not do any promotion. It's just here. It's just there. Here, have this. The Font Films website. Enjoy it. Cherish it. See future projects that I'm working on for 2026. See upcoming posts. See other posts, like descriptions and stuff. Just enjoy it. Okay, so maybe I'll even have merchandise on here one day. That'll be nice. I do want to try and do that. I have been looking at that. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll get there. We'll get you guys that Font Films hat and t-shirt and crew neck, whatever you want. You want a little sticker you can put on your car for some reason. I don't know, your bumper, little Font Films logo. There it is. You can purchase it on the Font Films website soon. Not yet. I don't know if soon. Don't take my word for that. Point is, Font Films website now here, now out now. You're welcome. Next point we have I'm actually very happy for this one. A short film that I created last year. This was technically my first student project. Gone Awry is my first film that I made. This is the first film that I made ever. It's a 4 to 5 minute short film that I created with 4 of my friends. It's called Action. It deals with anxiety. I don't know what my deal is with that. Not exactly gonna be the theme for other films in the future, but for some reason I just wanted to make films about anxiety and depression. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. It is stupid to make that. I don't know. Listen, I can hear you complaining through the screen. I know. Whatever. Everyone makes a film about anxiety. It's a phase. It's a phase in the film soon. It's stupid. We're all idiots. We're all morons. Go watch it. Go watch the film. Okay. It's not good. It's okay. But go watch it. Because I remember texting the group chat and my friend's group chat. I'm like, hey, go watch this. And they're very supportive of this when it came out over a year ago. That might have just been because they're my friends. Yeah. Go watch the film. It's out. It's going to be coming out soon. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Next point. This one's exciting. It kind of has to deal with the website for Font Films, as well as last week's episode. Voting has begun. You want to see Font Films' next project, you get to decide what the next project is. Voting is out now. We have a Google form on the Font Films website. If you want to just vote for what the next film is, feel free to. You have the option right there at your fingertips. We have 3 options. Last week I talked about how I'm in the screenwriting class and I had to pitch 3 ideas, and I actually want one of these projects to be a project made for Font Films, and so I figured why not just have these nice ideas for you. So with that being said, you now have the power to choose which film is the next one to be made for Font Films. Go to the Font Films website. It'll be linked in the description down below, and go vote. Go vote for which film. Okay, final point of conversation. I'll leave you off. I'll leave the episode off with this one. There's a certain rumor going around that I, Matthew Fontaine, creator of Font Films and the Morning Tapes podcast, am a Disney adult. Now, some of you may say, Matt, what are you talking about? You already made 15 videos about Disney at this point. We knew this. To which I respond with, Disney Vlog 3 is on the way. We're making another one. And that'll do it for this week's episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Pretty good episode this week. I will talk to you guys next week for another episode. Now in this format, video. So I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.